beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, Talvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Rattler wants to throw it. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 35.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rattler. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, New Orleans.
To the air once more is Rattler. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Camara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
This is 2nd and 8. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And it's third down.
To the air is Rattler. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive when they went 3-0.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3-0.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3-0. I went 3-0 on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
We'll get this up to about the 44. The Falcons at 10-6 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 6. Again, it's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cam Akers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The point after, good by Groupie. And it's now 14-0.
14. Falcons nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. They'll look to throw here.
Throw left side. There's London.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 11. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Back to throw here.
This one complete. It's Devon Vele.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw.
Caught out left side by Robinson.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a 2nd and 6. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts taking it in. And the Falcons take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Touchdown, Falcons! It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side They've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Throwing is Rattler. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Troy Anderson on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Kamara up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. And this one taken in by Olave. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Blake Ruby to kick off for the Saints.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run again here with Robinson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll drop the throw. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the give, here's Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll set up a throw.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Fourth down back at the 21-yard line.
Second and long. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But they're certainly not shy to work and throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Robinson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? Third and goal.
It's third down and goal to go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been in a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always wanted to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Brings up second and 1.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Rattler. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, 58 yards. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more.
reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
To a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got richer, bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's right. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now a first carry for their fullback. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hand off now to Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
A 30-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
To the air is Rattler. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rattler. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Take it at the 37.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Completes it to Perry.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Now back to throw.
Over the middle, caught by London.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the number of footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 4.
Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Darnell Washington
from 8 yards out.
And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Throwing is Rattler.
Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Now they'll change things up.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the shotgun, Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit out back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Rattler wants to throw it. Olave over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. 15 yards there on the catch and run. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And Rattler, he'll throw again. That's Olave bringing in another one. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. And they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6 coming up. And they'll run it here. Shedding through the defense. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie the game, 28-all. Blake Grupe to kick off for the Saints.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And there he goes again.
And how about that return? Inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On play action, they'll throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
From the gun, here's Rattler. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rattler. He lets it go deep for Olave.
And this will be caught at the 30.
What a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
So a player's shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
A give up the middle to Akers. And a nice job to break free with one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
The kick is good.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Vele. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Second and a couple. Running here is Taysom Hill. And he will have a Saints 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Saints,
A victory in Week 18 gives him a final mark of 13 up and 4 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Falcons,
the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses.
and it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.